Curious.
George.
Meet Curious.
George.
Okay. Curious.
George.
George. Curious.
George.
Meet Curious.
George.
Meet
George.
Curious George.
George.
Curious George was a good little monkey and always very curious. Curious George lived in
Monkey.
the jungle.
Jungle.
Hi.
Hi.
Curious George was curious about the animals in his world. Curious George played with a baby
Dinosaur.
baby alligator.
Baby alligator.
He played with a baby.
Dinosaur.
What's this one?
Elephant.
Yeah. Curious George liked to eat.
Eat.
What's that?
Banana.
He swung from. What's that?
A tree.
To
Another
another tree.
tree.
Okay. In search of.
Banana.
What else could
George.
find in a
Butterfly.
tree?
Tree.
What's this?
Butterfly.
Yeah, it's a butterfly.
It's monkey.
It's
Monkey.
One day, while sitting high in a
Hat.
tree.
Tree.
What's this? Who's that?
George.
Saw a huge.
George.
What's that?
Banana.
It walked right by him. Curious
George.
became curious and grabbed it. But it was not a.
Banana.
It was a.
Hat.
Yeah.
The hat.
George had found a man dressed like a.
Banana.
The man wore a yellow.
Man.
What's that?
Jacket.
Yeah, he wore yellow.
Yellow.
What are this? What's he wearing?
Yellow.
Pants. And he wore a big yellow.
Hat.
What's that? Who's that?
George.
George liked the.
Hat.
He wanted to try the
Hat.
on, so he did. The man was surprised when.
Hat.
Who's that?
George.
Took his.
Hat.
Who's that?
George.
Liked his new toy.
Toy. George.
Played with the man and his yellow.
Scared.
What's that?
Man. Hat.
It was great fun.
Hat. Hat.
Curious
George.
followed the man everywhere, even to a village. Hey, wee, wee. Soon the man had to return home to the city.
City.
Right?
Heaven more George.
And so
George.
decided to go too. He followed the man to a big ship,
Ship. No. George.
jumped on the anchor.
Anchor.
Before he knew it,
George.
was in a city.
City.
Zoom! People rode in fast. What is it? What's that?
When
What are those?
car.
Cars. George rode a.
Car.
Those are taxis.
That's it.
Yep. Hold on, George.
George. Balloons. George.
Went to. Yeah.
It's balloons.
Yeah.
It's balloons.
It's balloons. George went to the park. There were lots of kids there. There was a man selling.
Balloons.
Each kid gave
Balloons.
George a.
Balloon. George.
Floated up, 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 up into the.
Sky.
Yeah, into the clouds and sky. The view was amazing. With. Remember?
George.
Every day was an adventure. The. The.
Mouse.
The.
Mouse.
Daddy, mommy, Sally, Kala, mommy, daddy, gotcha, bucket, lepa, kumi, nakidoa. The. Seki, makaluma, nasisana, bakana, sikacha, kuna, mapikana, puma. The.
Ben 10.